Everyone, welcome to this week's Zenclub video. I have Trace and Gale and Rose here with us, and we're talking a little bit about the percentage of focus and what should get your percentage of focus and what probably is not very effective. A lot of times we focus on our problems and we get very addicted to them because what you focus on expands, as you saw earlier. This week we're going to talk a little bit about how giving 5% of your energy to the problem and 95% to the solution can actually serve you at a very high level. Because as what you focus on expands, if you are giving more of your energy to the problem and sitting around and what I call playing the Golden Girls and just chit-chatting about your problems, then it fills a need, but it's kind of like, don't have anything nice to say, come sit next to me. So Gail had a really interesting experience with Trace and our other horse Dante, and I'll let her share about that and how she shifted her focus to get the desired result.
Yeah, this has been interesting for me all along, my experience with the horses and with Jen. Me and Dante, I kind of got stuck with him.
She needed him.
And me and him are opposites. So we have a very strong connection, but we also can fight a lot on our ideas of what we should be doing. And so you'll see in a little bit is a couple different examples of me asking Dante to perform and him being like, "Are you sure?" And every time this has happened to me, it's just this like little tiny voice in the back of my head that's like, you can't do it. You don't have it in you. And so it's interesting to see that once I can shut that down and focus on the outcome of what I'm looking for him to do, he just does it. Because he's totally capable. He's just so oppository, is that a word? Opposing.
He's certain of himself.
Yes.
And he wants to make sure you're also certain.
Yeah.
So he a lot of times he'll test you. Mm-hmm. And if you allow yourself, and I've had similar experiences as Gail, and Dante is an amazing force. We kind of call him our 1,200-pound Tony.
Yeah.
And if you were to have a conversation with Tony Robbins, how certain would you have to be about the solution that you're coming to him with that's going to solve the problem? If you're sitting there focusing on the problem, he's not even going to give you the time of day, much less do what you're trying to influence him to do.
Yeah.
So that was really interesting to watch the video of you, of her doing what she was doing with Dante.
Yeah.
And when she got certain about the solution, what showed up?
The amazingness.
Absolutely.
And then the other one with Trace is just, it's kind of funny.
Yeah, it is. It's funny. Well, and Trace isn't.
Trace is so just like la-di-da, you're in the way, and he's obviously just grazing along and doesn't really care about what's going on at all, just doing his thing. And so this clip of me and him is pretty hysterical, and it just, again, it shows how focusing on the wrong thing will get you the wrong thing. Right. And if you focus on what you want and what you're aiming for and your goals and the positive outcome that you're looking for, that's what you're going to get.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I like the 95-5 because it goes right along with your subconscious and your conscious brain. Your subconscious brain dictates 95% of what you do, and you actually have only 5% of your conscious brain, and that's a very small slice. So if you're focusing your 5% on all of your problems and your issues and all of the stuff, then are you focusing on what you don't have, or are you focusing on what you do have? Then you're going to put yourself in a vicious cycle. And we want to create virtuous cycles here. And as you're seeing in the videos, although they're kind of fun and playful and no one got hurt, it can happen a lot in life when you focus on what is not serving you versus what is. And I really think that it's very important. And we actually do an exercise here where we time how much time someone talks about their problem. They talk for 10 minutes about their problem. We do the math. What is 95% of 10 minutes? If you were to extrapolate that out, well, holy hell, that's, 95 minutes on a solution. So it's okay. So an hour and a half on a solution, you get to the problem quick, you get to the heart of it, and you go straight for the solution.
Yeah.
And if, on the other hand, you're sitting here continuing to talk about it and bring up, well, what would this, what, and focusing on what is going wrong, that it will become available to you, and that will be what you continue to receive. So as Tony says, what is wrong is always available, but so is what's right. And so let's give 95% on the solution and get the desired result faster, which is very cool to see, especially with horses.
Yes.
Because they are fast. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for tuning in.